Okay, tutors, let's talk about scheduling, billing, note taking, all the behind the scenes things that it takes for you to do your lessons. The very first thing I want to talk to you about is how are you going to schedule your lessons? When I first started, I was just using Google Calendar. It worked out great when I only had a few students, but then I didn't really have the flexibility of parents looking at my schedule and wondering, is she available? So after I had about 5 students, I finally realized with all of the things that it took behind the scenes that I needed more help. So I actually did purchase TutorBird. And in this video, I will leave my affiliate link, which is simply 30 days for free that you get to try it. It's a referral link, I should say. I get a little bonus. I think I get maybe a week or something for free for TutorBird or a month or something. So please sign up. I mean, I would love that. You get it free, I get it free. But why do I like it so much? I like it because it allows me to do some very specific things. It allows me to show my calendar for lessons that I want to have available for booking purposes. It allows my parents a parent portal that they can go in and they can look at their child's entire month worth of lessons. And then it allows them to book or cancel lessons. So I'm not always reliant on my phone because I don't always have my phone with me. And then parents can also email me through it. They also can see all of their notes. So at the end of every session, I type out a little note to let them know how the lesson went, if anything went well, if anything didn't go so well. And then I give that to my parents. It shows up as an email to them, but then I can go back in and I can see it as lesson notes. Now, how's that saving me time and effort? Let's think. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that TutorBird also does my billing for me. So, how does this help me? Well, when I enroll a student into my TutorBird, I collect all of this information. I say, what is your child's name? What school do they attend? What is your mailing address? Because sometimes I might want to mail them a birthday card or something like that. Where what are your biggest concerns? Do they have an IEP? What are they struggling with? What is kind of their current level? Um, Maybe they want to tell me. Oh, I also ask for their birthday. Yeah, I think I said birthday, didn't I? I said address for the birthday card, but I also ask them for their birthday. um, TutorBird will even send them a little email that wishes them a happy birthday, so I don't have to actually remember to do it, but I usually do it on top of TutorBird's little automatic message. So I'm getting all of these things and I'm putting all this information in. Then I send out the portal to the parents, and then the parents can log onto the portal and they can see everything there. So so I have my lessons booked by number of minutes in a lesson. So it's based on an hourly rate. So everything that I put in the calendar, it's going to read the calendar and it's going to create an invoice for me. So I'm not calculating how much are these lessons. What's this going to cost me? I already know what's it going to cost parents. I already know what it's going to cost them because they're going to get the invoice. And then I am held accountable for what they paid. So if they call and they cancel a lesson because I had them pay in advance, then I have to find time in my schedule to make that lesson be held. But I'm flexible enough that I can do that. I don't work another job and I know that I'm available certain nights of the week. So I just go, I'm not available to do anything tonight because I'm tutoring, or I can come afterwards. And I typically, if I know something's on my schedule, then I just won't schedule during that point. It's just a management issue on my end. But another really great thing about TutorBird, what it allows me to do is it allows me to set up things like a meet the tutor lesson. So if I have a parent that's interested, they can get a free lesson just to kind of, it's like a trial lesson, see what this lesson looks like for you. And then they're set at ease that, yeah, yes, this will work for us, because a lot of times there's some hesitancy about tutoring online because parents think, oh, I don't have any tech skills so I can't do it, but they really can do it. They do a great job, and I'm always very proud of my parents and my kids when they figure out the little steps that they have to take to work with me. So by investing in something that's going to help me with my billing, my note taking, my scheduling, it's really saved me time. But historically, what I was doing is I was setting everything up in a Google Calendar. I was taking notes on a piece of paper or in a spreadsheet, and I had spreadsheets set up for each student. And I would say, they met me at this time and this is what we covered. And then I would turn that into a document that I would attach to a PayPal invoice and then expect my parents to pay for it afterwards. Well, I was having parents that were not paying afterwards. And I really had to track down payments and I did not like that. So my policy is if you aren't paid up by your first lesson of the month, we're not having lessons. And I just let them know, hey, I'll see you, later after you've paid your bill. And they always pay their bill because they want their kids to see. They sometimes they just need gentle reminders. So you can set everything up in the background of TutorBird, like give them an extra reminder, and then you can also set up like if they're late, like mine is like if you don't pay within the week, there's a $10 additional fee on top of it. I have some families that pay that every single month because they just pay it. So I'm like, okay, if that's the date that they're deciding to pay their bill and they didn't communicate to me that they need to be billed on a different day, I don't change it because I mean, they already know that they're going to be billed at the beginning of the month. So that's kind of how I have it. Now, the one thing about TutorBird is I do have one family that sends me a physical check, and I have to actually go into TutorBird and say, yes, I have received that payment. And I forget almost every month. So then they get this additional fee, and then I have to go in and take it out. But those are all things that if I would just remember to do it, wouldn't be a problem. So I think that by purchasing the software, it's really saved me a lot of time and effort. And bonus points, TutorBird also allows me to host my website. And I had a WordPress website. It just wasn't working for me. I just there was too many things that I didn't understand about it. And TutorBird is it's maybe not the fanciest or the most exciting website option out there, but it works for me. And so I am using the TutorBird website because I'm going to maximize everything that I can out of that product to get the most out of that product. So I hope that this helps to alleviate your any anxiety that you have about what or what billing and note taking and scheduling could look like for you. And if this is the first time that you've ever seen me and you're like, oh my gosh, who is she? I need to have more time with her. My name is Sheryl Uehling, and I am the owner of Tutoring with Sheryl. And I am phasing out my coaching hub called the Tech Hub for Tutors, and I'm moving to a one-on-one situation because what I've really found is most tutors just kind of need more one-on-one time, and that actually tends to work really well for them. So sometime this fall, the Tech Hub for Tutors will be closing, and then I will just be going to the one on one situation. So, guess what? On TutorBird, you can get signed up for your coaching with me for an hour, and we can get started and move on from there. I hope that this has been helpful. And as usual, you guys make it a great day and keep the learning going.